Some will say what I'm about to tell you is a lie. However, not only were they not there, they do not know the legends or the lore of the area. When I was a teenager, shortly after getting my driver's license, I was never really home. I was the youngest and still getting blamed for actions of my siblings. My dad and I fought constantly. Because of this, I slept at a friend's house, camped out, and sometimes slept outside at the abandoned radio station at the end of the desert road. On most nights, I parked at the river. The Pecos River ran red, mixing the sand and the dirt with the red clay that made up the land. The sand was coarse and white, enough brush to hide a small fire. I can remember many nights laying next to the river staring at the stars until I passed out, only to be awoken by the sun beating down on me. It was a wonderful feeling. There was one night in particular that I can still to this day remember as if it just happened. It was still summer vacation. I had my cooler and supplies ready in the truck. The truck was a 3/4-ton Ford pickup truck. It was a beast. I spent almost all day at the river. I swam, waited for a bit. It was around 9ish when the sun was completely set. My fire was bright in the darkness. The sky was clear. I remember laying in the cab starting to fall asleep into the tranquil sounds of nocturnal nature. I was awoken by the sounds of the drums in the distance. My heart was beating fast. I thought one of my friends was playing a trick on me, but when I got out to search the area, nothing. The drums stopped. I was awake now. After not finding anything, I climbed back into the truck and just tried to relax. I kept whispering over and over it was just a dream. Just as I began to relax enough to lay back down, the drums started again. They sounded as if they were coming from the other side of the river. I sat in the truck, doors locked, searching the other side of the river. All I saw was blackness. The drums got louder, coming closer to me. I could feel my heart in my throat. I kept staring, not blinking. The sound of the drums surrounded me now. I searched, spinning on the seat of the cab of the truck. There was nothing. I grabbed my keys and I put them in the ignition. I looked out the windshield expecting to see something as the headlights kicked on. Nothing. Then I just realized the drums stopped. As I sat back, trying to get a grip on what just happened, the entire truck bounced as if something big jumped in the bed of the truck. I put the truck in gear and drove. The tires spun in the sand. I never looked out the back window until I hit the highway. I pulled over at the first gas station. Still inside the truck, I turned on the cargo light and looked in the back of the truck. Nothing. Finally, I got out and walked around. Still nothing. I finally drove to Walmart and passed out in the parking lot. It was after 8 when I finally woke up. I drove back to the river. All I saw were my tire tracks in the sand. After a week, I started staying at the river again, in a different part of the river. Nothing like that night ever happened again.